Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Alyssa Marie and I do videos on nursing, beauty, and lifestyle. So in today's video, we are going to go over how my first week of nursing school during quarantine went. So if you guys are interested in that, just keep watching and let's get into it. Okay. So it's around 6:30. I'm going to try and do this video as quick as possible because let me turn this off. I'm going to try and do this video as quick as possible because there's so much that I have to get done and I don't want to have a long video for you guys to watch. I kind of want the videos from here on out to be kind of short and simple so that way you guys are not just like, oh, get to the point already. Okay, so where do I even begin? Okay, so it's been a week and a half since I started nursing school. I started back on May 11th. Today is, I don't even know the date, May 21st. So it's been exactly 10 days since I started the nursing program. I said that I was going to do a video for a week, like a recap for nursing school after the first week. And here it is. It's a little bit overdue, but hey, nursing school is no joke. So yeah, I said I was going to get it done last week, but hey, nursing school is no joke. Okay, so where do I begin? Okay, so like I said, school started last week on Monday, so May 11th. The first entire week was hectic. There's just so much going on. There's kind of like a lot of confusion, especially because we're in quarantine still. So like everything is online, and you had to purchase like different access codes in order to gain entry to do like the modules and do like the simulations and stuff like that. So there was like 3 different products that we had to do that were like online based so that we can do like clinical simulation, lab simulation, and stuff like that. So that was a headache in itself. We really didn't go over the syllabus. I guess it's because since this is an accelerated program, everything is like, you know, there's no time to stop. And I've been feeling that. Like this week, it was only the first week, and I was going to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 a.m. because of how much material was pushed into us the first week. And that's normal for this program. So this program, if you don't know, or if you haven't seen any of my other videos, it's a 16-month program. It's a bachelor's degree in 16 months for students who aren't already an RN. So we don't have any, unless you like been in the medical field, but still, it's still a different type of learning because it's specific for nurses. So our first week was hectic. So I'm taking 8 different classes. And people say, oh, like clinicals are not classes. To me, they are, because they take up time to do the assignments that you're doing, especially because we're not going out into the field. And, you know, like just because we're not going out and seeing patients in person or doing anything within our community does not mean that there's no work that needs to be done. Our work takes up a few hours in the day just for clinical. So there's 8 classes. So we have Essentials of Nursing lecture on Monday, and then we have Health Assessment lecture. Tuesday we have Essentials of Nursing lab, Health Assessment lab. Wednesday we have Health Promotion lecture, then Health Promotion lecture, and then we have Pathophysiology, which we'll get to that in a second. Then Thursday we have a clinical, and then Friday we have a clinical. So today is Thursday, and I'm doing this video today because it's kind of like the lighter day, and I already started my assignments for clinical in the beginning of the week because I knew I didn't want to have a crazy hectic schedule at the end of the week. I didn't want to wait till the last minute to do everything. So yeah, it's been pretty crazy, and everybody's everybody's overwhelmed. There's approximately like 60 students within our cohort. And we have a huge group chat on GroupMe, and everybody's like, what is this? Where do I do this? How do I do this? Has anybody started doing this? Because it's so much information, and I think that's why they try to drill it into you that you have to be organized when you're going into a program like this, and you have to be able to manage your time. I think that's what I'm learning right now. And I thought that I was a good time manager, but I guess not, because if I'm doing things properly, I shouldn't have to be going to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. But then again, there's so much material that it's just, how can you not? Like, how is it that I could fit all of this information in just, 24 hours? Like, it's just so much information from each class. Health assessment and essentials of nursing, it's not too bad. Like, it's just kind of like the basics, like how do you do this, how do you do that, like vitals and stuff like that, like the normal ranges, which I kind of have a good feel of because I worked as a medical assistant for 6 years. But pathophysiology, just gonna take a moment because just that name just gives me goosebumps. Pathophysiology is a beast. If you have never taken pathophysiology, you're going to be in for a surprise. I've taken pathophysiology 2 a couple of semesters ago, like I want to say maybe like a year now. And it wasn't like Patho 1 builds on Patho 2. It was Patho is one huge thing, and it was so big that they had to divide it by systems. So you take, GI, cardiovascular, integumentary in this class, etc. And then you take the other systems in the other class. It's not like it builds on itself. So we're taking pathophysiology, and it is, the first chapters were cell injury, not too bad. Fluid and electrolyte, which is, I don't even know what to say. It's hard. It's hard to know, like, you have to memorize the levels, sodium, calcium, phosphorus, chloride, magnesium. You have to know the normal ranges, what happens if it's too high, what happens if it's too low, what causes it if it's high, what causes it to be low, what are the clinical manifestations, how do you treat it? And it's a lot. It's so much information that it's literally like an overload. Like, it's like, and I'm not gonna lie, I had a breakdown yesterday, and it's only the second week because of how much information it is, and there's no time to stop. There's not even enough time in the class to go over all of the slides. There's no time, so you have to basically teach yourself. Now, I'm not saying that this is a bad thing. I just think if we didn't have pathophysiology in the first semester, I think I would have been cruising. Like, I would have been fine. But at the same time, I'm kind of glad. And especially I'm sorry, I keep going off on a tangent, but that's just how my brain is literally working ever since I started nursing school. But we're also in a summer semester. So not only is it a 16-month program, we are in a summer semester trying to condense 8 classes into however many months is in a semester. I think it's like 2.5, maybe 3. So 16 months, so a condensed program on top of a summer semester with 8 classes, it's going to be stressful, especially when you're starting off new. You don't really know how the program works. We're in quarantine, so now we're doing everything on a computer. The Zoom cuts in and out. People get kicked off the Zoom. People ask questions that are totally unrelated to what we're learning, but I mean, it's fine. But it gets annoying when the teacher goes off on a tangent too, because you don't have that much time to go over all the slides. And it's literally been crazy. I keep saying because I'm trying to, I feel like I'm losing my train of thought. But yeah. So the first week has been crazy. Clinicals are going to be virtual. So basically what we do for clinicals, for health assessment, we basically watch a crap ton of videos. I have 20 modules due by this Sunday. 20 modules due that have a quiz assigned to it. That's a lot for anybody. Even by itself, that's a lot. So I have that. So health assessment, you basically learn how to assess patients and the basics. Then we have essentials of nursing lab that is teaching you some of the nursing duties that we have to do. So we've been learning like, for example, we learned restraints, how to put on restraints, when to use them, how to use them, what do you need, how to mobilize a patient. I think this week we're doing like bed bath, prenatal care, and stuff like that. So basically we'll watch the videos, take the quiz, and then we have to submit a video of ourselves performing what we learned. That's not that bad, but it's been hectic, I'm not gonna lie. And that's why I kind of started this YouTube video, because I want to have a documentary or whatever this is of, you know, for people who want to go into the program, or if they're questioning, because that's how I got to where I am now. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of nursing videos, and I thought that they were helpful. So I want to be someone that can help others in their journey to whatever they want to do. I'm trying to think what else. Okay, so like my days. So what my days look like. So Mondays and Wednesdays, classes are from 8 a.m. to like 4 p.m., like 3:50. And then Tuesdays 10 to like 3, I want to say. And then Thursday and Friday, it's like 10 to 3 as well. But for the clinicals, we are assigned assignments. Like I said before, we don't go into clinical, and we have to like either do research, or last week our assignment was to go around our community and see things within our community that affect the health of the residents within our community. Is it, I mean, it's helpful. I can see why they're doing it, but I also sometimes feel like I can be studying pathophysiology. Like, this is fluff work. But then again, I don't think it is. I just think that I'm overwhelmed. What else? Okay, so first part, like how we're using Zoom, like I'm pretty sure everybody else in this country is. And I think that's why the Wi-Fi where I live in Florida has been super crappy, laggy. It's just not working. I think there's too many people either on the internet or I don't know. But so we're in front of the Zoom meeting for labs. We have to wear scrubs and we have to wear a badge. I mean, I can see why they make you do it, because I think they want you to get in the habit of, you know, looking professional and how you're supposed to, you know, whatever. But sometimes I think it's excessive. Like, I had to take off my nails, which I know if it were to be in school, obviously you can't have nail polish or nails, but we're home. But whatever, I get it. Like, they want you to get into the routine of how it's going to be when we go back to school. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to recap on. I don't know. I feel like I've been cooped up in this office literally for the last 2 weeks. My family's like, I haven't seen you. Where have you been? You know, like, what's going on? And I'm like, this is going to be it for the rest of the program. That's one of the professors said. She said, you know, this is it. It's going to be a little hectic the first semester just because, you know, you're still trying to get a feel for everything. But as far as how much stuff we have to do, this is it. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm going to try and do weekly videos. I'm not going to promise anything just because how crazy this schedule has been. It's insane. And I'm already, like, I already feel like I'm falling behind. Not in assignments, but just in, like, reading and studying because of, like I said, how much material there is. If you see, I'll actually show you guys what the desk looks like so that you can see, like, what the heck is going on, because it's insane. But yeah, that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you found it useful. I don't know if, hopefully nobody ever has to start nursing school during a quarantine, but you never know. But that is it. I will catch you guys in my next video, hopefully next week. Like I said, I can't promise anything because of how crazy everything is, but I will really try to do my best. Thank you. Bye.